Ashley here, and welcome to SCZ Live. Today we're going to see if we can find Kara and see if she's doing something really cool with our animals here in the education department. So I'm going to turn it around and let's see if we can find Kara. I wonder if she's out here. Oh, here she is. Kara, what are you doing out here?
Man, I'm checking these animals in the heat and getting ready to give them some ways to cool off.
That sounds fun.
For the chickens, I've got a bowl of ice water, and they're not going to drink it, but I'm going to put some cracked corn and treats in it so that they'll pick those treats off the top and then cool off a little bit. They might step in it, and that would be cooling too. So I'm going to go in and try not to spill this. That's probably going to happen. Hey, they've been very curious about it since I sat it down. Here, girls. Oh, what'd I give you? None of them are shy about eating. Except Kip's in the way. So Nan is really, that skin right around their face is vascular, so getting it cooled off is going to help cool off their whole body. So that, I feel like, is a triumph. That's a great way to keep them cool. They also have shade, and they can go inside the top part of their coop if they choose. And speaking about the top part of their coop, it is sort of a duplex habitat, where we also have a rabbit that lives on the other side of the wall. And I'm getting ready to give him a giant zoo popsicle.
Ooh.
So we're going to go over here and give him a popsicle.
So what's in this popsicle?
Well, it is water, and it's frozen in one of our famous blue cups. We use these for everything. And then it's got some of his favorite treats in it, like sweet potato, orange, and apple. You can see the prairie dog got one, and it's in her enclosure right now. But she probably will not come out and eat it while we're out here talking. She's pretty shy. I don't know if Bean is going to come over here right away or not. But it's going to take it a while to melt. Come here, buddy. Okay, I got the treats. He says I'm so hot. Come here. Oh, he's very interested. Okay, so I'll give it to him on the other side. It just means I'll have to come back later and do a good clean so the ants don't come in. Hi, buddy. Look. I don't know what he's going to think about it. Oh, he thinks it's good stuff. That's a good boy. He is a funny rabbit. If you don't put his pans and his boxes in just the way he wants them, he will flip them and move them around. Eat the cold part, bud. So we have to be careful with things like ice treats because we don't want to give them too many calories, just like we have to be careful with our own treats. So it's not something that he can have multiple times a day. But we do try to offer these things as a novelty, but also, to cool them off. It's hot. And you see there's a juice bottle that's been frozen, and he lays right next to that. And it really does help cool their bodies down. We also run misters, and what else do we do? We have shade, extra shade cloths up, and we check on them every hour. Some days, there's 3 of us, so some days we're checking on them every 15 minutes just to make sure they're not getting too hot. We have a set of protocols that we follow, and if any point an animal seems to be in heat stress, we act immediately and have specific ways that we can reduce the heat stress on each animal, depending on the species. Oftentimes it does include a dunk in cool water, not ice cold water, but then that helps to reduce the heat on the surface of the skin and just bring down their whole body temperature. But right now, I think he's going to take care of it himself. And you can see, he is a beautiful rabbit. His fur is so thick and luxurious and velvety, but he's really shedding it right now. And we spend a lot of time grooming him with special grooming gloves and brushes. It's not his favorite thing, but it's necessary. So right now, he looks a little rough. You can see his little floofy patches. That's very technical. floofy, but you can see that he is shedding. Oh, and I see my friend Miss DeLong. Hey, that is your friend Bean, and he misses you guys. Miss DeLong works with some students in Valley Center. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that, and they help me clean Bean's enclosure once a month. We really get in there and scrub it. And yes, the chickens are just as gross as they always are, but we love them and we keep them clean too. And we miss you. We can't wait till you can come back out. One of the other things that I do is I like to spray the area down with water 3 or 4 times a day. That just, the evaporative cooling of that just helps reduce the overall temperature of the area and makes everybody more comfortable. And I can't believe it. The chickens are still interacting with their treat over here.
Oh, let's go and check it out and see what they're doing.
Oh, Bean, you're so handsome. Oh, C. C is the fuzzy chicken in the front. And here comes Kip. She knows that when I come out, it usually means treats. So she's really interested in what I'm doing right now. Or I'm sorry, this is Nan. She knows I mean treats. And then Kip has attitude. And you have to act decisively with her. You can't fool around. When you go to pick her up, you have to pick her up. And if you don't, sometimes she'll get sassy. Ooh, that must have been a high value treat. I don't know what it was. It was just a piece of corn, guys. Don't fight. There's lots of it.
Now, Carrie, it looks like all the corn has sunk to the bottom.
It has.
Are they still going to go after it?
Yeah, there went C to try and get a bit right there, and I can see she moved some. And that's, I actually started, I was going to put it in a much deeper bowl, and then I decided that if they had to dunk their head, they wouldn't do that. So that bowl looked like the best one. And it's just a glass pie plate. We repurpose all kinds of things over here. They crack me up. And one of the things that we look for with the chickens for heat stress is open beak breathing, that's pretty indicative of just being hot. But if they're also lying on the ground and they've got their wings spread, that tells us we need to act. Or any lethargy or just seeming completely off. So,
do these guys also get frozen water bottles like Bean?
They do. They have one in there right now. I don't know if you have, Ashley, but I've never seen them actually use one. But I don't have eyes on them after we leave. So they may sit close to one, but I haven't seen these guys do it.
But it's good that they have the option in case they want one.
We always give them the option. And we know that environmentally, it'll cool the air around it. So if they're close to it, it offers some benefit as well.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much, Kara, for talking to us about all the amazing ways that we help our education animal ambassadors stay cool in the summer.
All right, you better go back inside because I'm getting ready to get out the hose.
All righties.